The Greatest Threat by Richard Butler. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke. Preface to the new edition. The Greatest Threat is a record of the incomplete attempt by the United Nations Security Council to disarm Saddam Hussein of his weapons of mass destruction in the aftermath of the 1991 Persian Gulf War. The last action by the Security Council was taken in December 1999, when it established the successor arms control organization, UNMOVIC, to the one I headed, UNSCOM. As of this writing, the new UNMOVIC inspectors have yet to visit Iraq. Much has happened in the past 2 years, but nothing has been done to restore control over Saddam's weapons. Indeed, supported by his lucrative and growing black market oil exports, the crumbling of sanctions, and with assistance from a variety of countries, including permanent members of the Security Council who knowingly broke the law they made, Saddam is back in the business of developing nuclear weapons. Iraqi defectors say he already has them. He has also extended the range of his missiles and manufactured chemical and biological weapons. The subtitle of this book includes the notion of the crisis of global security. That crisis is upon us now. The authority of the Security Council has been thwarted by the dictator of Iraq, who is now posturing to lead an Arab intervention in Israel, presumably with his weapons of mass destruction. The United States had led the resistance to Saddam starting with the Gulf War, yet the Clinton administration took no serious action after December 1999 to restore arms control in Iraq. The new administration of President George W. Bush is now in search of an Iraq policy. Its task has been made all the more difficult by the events of the last 2 years, proving that postponement of a solution to a serious problem only makes it harder to solve. Saddam's propaganda on the impact of sanctions on ordinary Iraqis has been brilliantly successful. As it draws attention away from the brutal reality that he is responsible for their imposition and retention, his regime and military both profit from the food and medicines supplied under the UN arrangements for the Iraqi people, and restrict its availability. Saddam now has an extensive worldwide constituency, including in Western countries, for the unconditional removal of sanctions. Many argue that the relative danger Iraq poses is no worse than other countries seeking weapons of mass destruction or other situations of equal or greater.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?